Have you ever told a tiny lie that spiraled completely out of control? Well, buckle up, because today we're re-diving into a classic tale where one little fib leads to a life-or-death bargain. It all starts with a boastful miller who wants to feel important. So, he tells the king a massive lie. His daughter can spin straw into pure gold. The king, whose eyes light up with greed, doesn't waste a second. He summons the girl to his castle, throws her into a room piled high with straw, and gives her an ultimatum. Spin it all into gold by morning, or else. The poor girl is terrified. She knows it's impossible and begins to weep, thinking her life is over. But just as she loses all hope, a strange little man appears out of thin air, who offers to do the work for her, but for a price. Desperate, she gives him her necklace. With a whir and a spin, he transforms the entire room of straw into shimmering gold. The king is ecstatic, but his greed is endless. The next night, he locks her in an even bigger room, demanding more gold. Paloo. The little man returns, and this time, she gives him her ring. And just like before, by morning, the room is filled with gold. On the third night, the king makes his final demand. He locks her in the largest room in the castle, filled to the ceiling with straw. If she succeeds, he promises to marry her and make her queen. If she fails, it's her head. The little man appears again, but this time, the girl has nothing left to give. Seeing her desperation, the little man makes a chilling proposal. "Promise me," he says, "your firstborn child when you are queen." What choice does she have? She's trapped. With a heavy heart, she agrees. The little man gets to work, and by sunrise, the room is a dazzling spectacle of gold. True to his word, the king marries the miller's daughter. A year later, the new queen gives birth to a beautiful baby. She's happy, safe, and has almost forgotten about her terrifying bargain. But her past is about to catch up with her. Suddenly, the strange little man reappears in her chambers, ready to collect his payment. The queen is horrified. She offers him all the riches of the kingdom, but he isn't interested in gold. He wants her child. She weeps and begs, and seeing her misery, he offers her one last, cruel chance. "I'll give you 3 days," he sneers. "If you can guess my name by then, you can keep your child." The queen is in a panic. She sends messengers far and wide to collect every strange and unusual name they can find. On the first day, she guesses all the common names she can think of. The little man just shakes his head and laughs. On the second day, she tries the most obscure and ridiculous names, but again, he just chuckles. Time is running out. On the third and final day, just as the queen is about to give up, a messenger returns with an incredible story. Deep in the woods, he stumbled upon a tiny hut. Inside, a bizarre little man was dancing around a fire, singing a song. "Tomorrow I bake. Tomorrow I brew. Then I'll have the queen's child. What a to-do. For little does my lady dream that Rumplestiltskin is my name." That evening, the little man arrives, rubbing his hands together, sure of his victory. The queen decides to play along. "Is your name, perhaps, Conrad?" she asks innocently. "No," he cackles. "Is it Harry?" "No," he shouts with glee. "Then is your name ... Rumpelstiltskin?" The little man's face turns purple with rage. "The devil told you that. The devil told you that." He shrieks, stomps his foot so hard it crashes right through the floor. In his fury, he grabs his other leg to pull himself out and rips himself completely in two, vanishing forever. The queen, finally free, holds her baby tight and lives happily ever after. Having learned a powerful lesson about the dangers of a single boast, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like and subscribe for more classic tales.